All right. Hello again, and welcome to our second edition of Not Quite Real News. I'm not a news anchor, but I am Jordan Wirth.
And I'm Josh Wirth, and this isn't a breaking story. We're dealing tonight with things that don't make sense, and I'd like to start with drawers in kitchens that don't open.
You're right, Josh. They don't make sense. In other news tonight, Kanye West announced he will be running for president in 2020, shocking fans countrywide who already thought he was president.
In response, Fox News has already demanded to see his birth certificate and has pledged to secede from the U.S. if he wins, which is impossible as they're not a state and they could simply move.
Yep, and last week, activist group Black Lives Matter released proposals for police in St. Louis to, quote, stop killing people. The city responded this week saying, we can't afford those extra trials, so no.
In other not-so-breaking, completely unurgent non-news that makes no sense, Hillary Clinton is still the front-runner in the way down the road Democratic primary election, despite controversy that she used her private server and email for classified documents.
That's right, as if Benghazi never happened and her obviously poor decision-making skills should play no part in it, Democrats across the country continue to pledge their support to Hillary.
Well, I'm sure this cover-up will go off without a hitch, just like I'm sure she'd be on her best behavior if she took the Oval Office. I mean, there's no way we'd see scandal attached to a Clinton in the White House.
Moving on to our top story tonight, the I voted stickers handed out at the 2016 election will be much larger than the 2012 election stickers. The much-needed change comes after constituents complained that the old stickers weren't large enough to hide their shame.
That's right. Voters have also said that if they would be forced again to vote for the lesser of two evils, they would like a much bigger consolation prize.
Since it appears inevitable that all voters in 2016 will be supporting evil in one form or another, the Federal Election Commission has decided to give in to citizens' demands.
That's right, Jordan, and we spoke to the FEC about this groundbreaking decision. They released to us this statement. We here at the Federal Election Commission are excited about the change to our stickers. We have heard your concerns and vow to make the stickers larger in size as well as more colorful. We know there is nothing we can do to make sure your vote matters, and in some states, we can't even ensure that they're being counted at all. But each and every person who wastes their day going to the polls next year will receive a pretty sticker as a reward for doing so.
Thank you for interviewing those horrible people, Josh. Our last story tonight, a white man was shot by Texas police the other day. Videos show his hands were in the air when police fired. We sat down with the officer's handgun, who had this to say. The government only cares a little bit what color you are. Just because you're more likely to be killed by them if you're black or Latino doesn't rule you out for it if you're white. So don't get cocky, crackers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those lucky Asians. Thank you, Gunn, and thank you, Jordan. Enlightening stuff. Well, that wraps up this edition of Not Quite Real News from the Lemonade Stand. I'm Josh Wirth.
And I'm Jordan Wirth. And if it's not real news, we're all over that shit.